Okay, so this is the new player watch list feature. It's something that I got a suggestion on from a few people, and I'm excited that it's out. So to get started, really all you do is you just type in a player's name, add them to your list. And so once they're on your watch list, they're on your watch list. If you come back to this page, they'll still be there. The basic idea is that, for a defensive player, for example, we're just going to kind of give a season summary and then a last game summary. And so for a defenseman, right, you've got overall defensive production, caused turnover, some of the basic defensive stats. To add an offensive player, we can do something similar. We just search for the name down there and it pops it up, right? So it's a different set of stats for an offensive player versus a defensive player, but the same concept, right? Total season and then last game. Um, the numbers here are essentially a percentile ranking. So, Sean Light's 90 was in the 92nd percentile for caused turnovers last year. If you want to see the raw numbers behind those, you just click that raw toggle up at the top, and that'll pull up the actual data, right? So those seven caused turnovers, and then his overall defensive EGA was 3.6. For Kavanaugh, we can see similar stuff, right? His actual efficiency rating was 1.89. Now, I default to the percentiles because, frankly, 1.89 efficiency rating doesn't really mean anything. So this gives you a better sense for sort of how they stack up against comparable players, both in terms of season as well as the individual game. If you're not sure on any of the metrics themselves, just click that help icon and it'll pull up the underlying explanation behind the stats, which should be fairly straightforward, but I know some of them are not as common. And then similarly, right, we can do the same thing over here. Just so if you see a stat and you're not sure what it means, just click that box. Again, defensive players have a different set of metrics than offensive players. Apologies to our goalies. I've never had the best goalie stats. There's only so much you can do from the box score data, so that's just going to show you save percentage. But it's got a goalie on your watch list. There you go. So that's the watch list. You can get to it, just player watch list is the URL. It's also available in the Explore menu. But that's the idea. Curious to see how different people use it. I've heard some are, following all the players from their high school or club team. Some folks are using it just to kind of stack up their player against others in similar roles on different teams. So, it's kind of a cool feature to see how people use it. And if you have any thoughts or questions about it, just let me know.